Welcome to Meikawheel Australia. Today we want to talk about something that is very important to us, and that is wheel end security. On our webpage meikawheel.com.au you can actually find a link to this document, which is the tab of the ATA about wheel end security, proper procedures, how to make sure that your dual wheels or single wheels are fitted properly to the axle. Part of this video we want to actually show you how to practically do it. But please look at this document as well. You find the link on our webpage. So for this demonstration, we really would like to go ahead with this example on this BPW axle. This BPW axle is brand new, so there's no rust and there's no corrosion, but it's very important for us to give you a quick demo how to actually prepare the components for proper fitment. So let us show you what we've prepared here on this side here. We've got a 1000 Newton meter impact wrench, and we've got like here a cordless drill. That cordless drill is set on a really low speed because we're going to use this to drive the Centromatic special tool to clean the wheel studs. This is the way a tool you can use to clean the wheel bolts. We have also from Centromatic here 3 sleeves. We show you how to use them, how to fit the wheel with these sleeves. We've got Sonic's SX90 here. This is our favorite lubricant. We use that, for instance, on those wheel nuts. The wheel nuts, it's a 2-piece wheel nut with a flange on here, and you really need to minimize the friction between the nut and the flange. So we have spread a little bit of Sonic's into this gap here and make sure that we have a really good, very little friction in here. We also have 2 steel brushes here. They're important to clean up the wheel hub before you fit the wheel and make sure there's no loose dirt or rust on the wheel hub in the smaller one to get into the smaller areas. And we have a Warren and Brown torque wrench here, 2000 Newton meter torque and torque angle wrench, and we will show you how to tighten down the wheel as a last step with this. Part of the process is to ensure that we have a completely clean flange, and this is a brand new axle, so this area is already clean, but also the threads here have to be free of rust and corrosion and any dirt. We are using this tool here from Centromatic. It's a special tool to actually use on those wheel studs. You push it on, you have your drilling machine on a very low speed, and then you just go up and down the thread and make sure we are beautiful here. So we now have very clean studs. This is important for us to have perfect friction here in the thread. Now it's very important to look at those notches. Those notches will actually center the aluminium wheel exactly in position. It's a hub mounted wheel. It's mounted on those notches. They need to be 100% clean, and in the background we need to be clean as well. There must be no corrosion. If you look at old brake dumps, this is all rusted, and then you have to go in and with a proper steel brush and brush all the loose things off to make sure there's proper contact between the wheel and your hub. To do the fitment of the duals, it really helps to use these sleeves here and get it nicely centered, that wheel. I'm going to start with this wheel here first. I'm keeping the valve here on the top for the inner wheel. And it's like beautiful in position. And now I'm coming to the outer wheel. Luckily they're aluminium wheels, they're much easier to handle, and I've got the valve at the bottom position. It slides in beautifully. Let's put on 3 wheel nuts. Don't put them too hard, otherwise you won't be able to pull out the sleeves. Spin them on a little bit. Allow that wheel really to flow into position nicely. And now you can remove the sleeves and fit the rest of the wheel. And now you can see it's really beautifully sitting on the hub. There's nothing under tension or so. The wheel starts sitting right in the middle of the bolt holes. The bolt holes are obviously a bit bigger than the wheel studs. They allow a bit of play. And because the wheel is actually centered in the center, it's hub mounted. So let's go around here with the torque range. I'm on the lowest settings here. Going crosswise. And I'm going a little bit up now because I want to achieve about 70% torque on those bolts before we go to the torque range. That's it. So we now have a situation where this wheel is perfectly mounted on the hub. We are perfectly centered on these notches. Everything is clean. The threads are clean as well. The wheel nuts are in perfect position. They're about 70% of the torque we need to achieve here. And it's now time to come back to the TAP, the Technical Advisory Procedure. And we have a look here. This here is a picture on the tensioning sequence of a 10-stud wheel, and we will follow that tensioning procedure. And we'll have a look here. This is actually like a suggestion of different axle types and different mounting types. And we have a BPW Transpac axle, and it clearly shows us 630 Newton meter is the right tensioning torque here. So that's what we're going to do now. Okay, we are ready to torque down with 630 Newton meter. We start with the top bolt. 630. And we take it off, so we're 100% sure we've already done this one. And great, perfect. This. So nicely, evenly torqued. Last one.
There's one more after this.
Perfect. So now we're 100% sure there's proper tension on all the wheel studs, and this wheel is located 100%. The last thing we're going to do now, we're going to put on the wheel retainers. These are the Red Cat wheel retainers. They make sure that the wheels stay in good position, wheel nuts. If something would move, they would indicate that, but at the same time, they would also prevent a wheel nut to come loose. So we put them on, and here we put one orange one on, and that orange one we will replace with a yellow one. We will replace the orange one with the yellow one after 50 to 100 kilometers, because that's when we re-torque all bolts. And then this thing comes out and will be replaced with a yellow one, so it's clear this wheel has been re-torqued. The importance of our preparation and the use of really good materials in bolts and nuts is best explained in this chart here. When you look at this chart here, the red line shows a brand new bolt and stud connection. At 500 Newton meter torque, we achieve a clamping force over 60,000 pounds. And the clamping force is very important to hold that wheel in place. Now look at the yellow line is an old and rusty stud and bolt and no oil. Now the clamping, like a tightening torque of 500 Newton meter, we have a clamping force barely over 20,000 pounds, and this is not enough. Thank you for watching us. You find more critical information on wheel end security in this document, Wheel End Security Wheel 2 Hub, issued by the ATA. There's a link on our webpage, meikawheel.com.au. Please get in contact with us.